It's trash. I'm so sorry to everyone that has videos out there right now. I'm not even trying to be rude, but it's just not, it's that is not correct. Oh, this camera, how do I get in the middle? Oh. Hi guys, it's your girl Shantel, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about hair porosity. Now I know I don't actually have my real hair out today. I'm not about to off my wig. Did that on my Instagram, so not going to do that here. But I'll insert some pictures right here just so you can see that I have hair. Okay, so now that you guys know that I have hair on my head, I am just going to give you guys some tips on hair porosity. In my opinion, hair porosity is probably more important than knowing your hair texture and your hair type, because you could be 3A, 3B, 4C, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, if your hair is high porosity and you're using products for low porosity hair, it ain't gonna work. It's basically not gonna go down very well for your hair. You're gonna find that it keeps on breaking. You're gonna find that it's basically just not moisturized pretty much all of the time. And this is something that I didn't realize before. Like when I first started my hair journey, I was kind of just putting like, you know, like African hair grease, like Vaseline. I used to put Vaseline in my hair, guys.
Oh no, 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 no.
I was just putting anything into my hair and it was always dry, like always. So I began to actually do some more research into like why my hair is always dry. I've actually got a post on my Instagram that explains like a little bit. I hope I don't have that white stuff. You know that white stuff? Okay, I just put lips gloss on. You know that nasty white stuff that goes in the corner of your lips? I hope I don't have that. It's not gonna be cute. Okay, I think I'm good. But anyway, yeah, so I just want to give you guys a few quick tips on hair porosity, and this video is going to change your life, I promise you.
I hope so.
Okay. Like if you don't already know about this is going to really change the ball game for you. Oh, my mum's on the phone, so if you hear any laughing, that's probably what it is. So first of all, there are 3 different types of porosity that your hair can basically be, and that is high porosity, low porosity, and medium porosity hair, which is probably the best. You're flipping lucky if you have that type of hair. I personally have high porosity hair, and I'm just going to go through each of the different porosities, and then I'm just going to basically explain each of them in a little bit of detail, and then, you know, give you a few tips. In each strand you basically have the cuticle. So the cuticle basically determines your hair porosity. Okay, let me try and show you with my hands. So this is the cuticle, right? And when you have high porosity hair, the cuticle is like this, like it's really, really open. As a result of that, water can come in and it can also come out easily, right? Your hair probably takes in moisture very quickly, so when you go under the shower it gets drenched easily, but then it also dries very quickly, so you can get out the shower and within 5 minutes your hair is already drying. Now with high porosity hair, it can be caused by different things. Sometimes it's genetic, sometimes it's because you've dyed your hair, which is what happened to me, but then I also have high porosity hair in general anyway. If you have high porosity hair already and then you dye it, it can make the situation a little bit worse. It can be harder basically to moisturize your hair. Now in terms of moisturizing high porosity hair, you might want to use the method that I use, which is basically the LOC method. And what you do is you basically just use your liquid. I like to use water with a little bit of aloe vera juice mixed in. And aloe vera juice, it has a bunch of benefits which I'm going to leave on the skin in 3, 2, 1. Then I use an oil. Now the best oil I have found for high porosity hair is castor oil. That might not be the best oil for you, but I've tried out coconut oil, I've tried all these different oils, and it just doesn't bang. I put it on my hair and it's just, it literally, it's like I didn't put anything on. It's like my hair is now dry and greasy. Aww. So yeah, but castor oil is a sealant, and so you want to look for a moisturizing oil and a sealant oil and change between using those both. I found actually that hemp seed oil is quite good. I still haven't found the perfect moisturizing oil for myself, so if you guys have a if you guys have a moisturizing oil that you use and think is good, like please leave it in the comment section down below, because I haven't found something that works for me at the moment in terms of moisturizing. But in terms of sealing the moisture into my hair once I've sprayed my hair with water, castor oil is the one. It's quite a thick oil and it has a smell that you need to get used to, because it smells a bit like, I can't even describe it, like petrol I guess. But then some people like the smell of petrol. I mean, I know I do, so yeah, you might like that. After I have put the castor oil on, I then go in with either a moisturizer or a leave-in cream. And there is a difference between those two. A leave-in cream you tend to apply after you've washed your hair, and then the moisturising cream you tend to apply that, like, you know, during the week when you're moisturising your hair. I tend to interchange between both of them. I have one final step when I moisturise my hair, and I found that this has made all of the difference. That is a butter. Now you could use a shea butter, mango butter, but I find that I make this mix basically, which I can give you guys the recipe to if you'd like, and basically that is how I moisturise my hair. So I coat my whole hair strand with that moisturising butter, and that basically locks in the moisture. Keeping your hair moisturised is key if you're trying to retain length, because if your hair is moisturised it won't break as easy as it would if it were dry. So now that we've dealt with high porosity hair, there is also low porosity hair. And so if we go back to my little analysis, this is the cuticle. The shaft will not be open that much at all, so it'll kind of be like this, if you can see that, like teeniest. This is how much patience I have for boys at the moment. I say boys, not men, because most guys are boys.
Well.
So because of that, it will be very hard for water to get into that little gap. But once you get the water into that gap, it's also very hard for the water to leave. So if you have low porosity hair, you might find that using all of those products that I just listed for the high porosity hair is way too much and it weighs down your hair. You may want to use lighter oils such as jojoba oil, for example. I know that that is a good one for low porosity hair, because you don't want to be putting too much product on and then your hair is just like limp and lifeless. With low porosity hair, you might find that liquid and cream is enough to keep moisture in. So maybe you might want to just spray your hair with water and then put some cream on, or spray your hair with water and put oil on. So you might not do LOC, you might do liquid and cream, so LC, or LO, so liquid and oil. It's up to you. If you find that LOC is way too much product, then just don't do it, just do two of them instead. I could do a separate video going into more detail with the types of things that you want to do for low porosity hair and all of that, but I would just rather just, you know, cover it quite briefly right now, because I don't want to talk too much about something I know nothing about. You know nothing about that.
You know nothing about that.
So let me just continue to diagnose you guys' hair, and then we can get into the details in another video if you guys want that. You have to press the like button down below if you want me to do that, because I don't work for free.
Who's next?
Finally, we have medium or normal porosity hair, and like I said, if you have that hair type, you are blessed. Like, how does it feel being the favorite? So basically, if you have that type of hair, you probably find that your hair is pretty much hardly ever dry, because you can put products on and it's really nice and moisturized. You can still follow the LOC method and just see how your hair feels once you do that. It's probably gonna feel really moisturized. So now that I've told you guys about all the different types of hair porosity that you could have, I just want to basically tell you how you can self-diagnose your hair porosity basically. Let me just tell you, all these videos with the float test and all of this is trash. I'm so sorry to everyone that has videos out there right now. I'm not even trying to be rude, but it's just not, that is not correct.
That is not correct.
It's just not correct. All the stuff out there, that is not how you determine your hair porosity. There's research that shows that these methods are just not it. Like, it does not diagnose your hair porosity. I can leave the articles down below if you like. So don't be ripping out your hair and putting it into a glass of water to determine your hair porosity. Don't do the slip and slide test, or the, you know, it doesn't work. Basically, I nearly ripped off my ear, gosh. This is the thing with hoop earrings, like one wrong move and it's all over. But anyway, the only real way to basically test your hair porosity is to just kind of see how it reacts to certain things. So for example, like I said, when you get into the shower and your hair is completely drenched as soon as you get in, and then when you get out it dries very quickly, it's likely that you have, you know, high porosity hair. Or for example, if it takes ages for your hair to get wet, then it's likely that you have low porosity hair. So just try something like that. Or if if you're somewhere in between, it doesn't take ages, but then it doesn't take it doesn't take ages, sorry, but then it's not quick process either, then you know you're kind of in the middle. Yeah, that would be a way that I would suggest determining your hair porosity. So see how it reacts to water being put onto it. So yeah, that is basically it for today, guys. Oh yeah, if you want to know what's going on with the hair, this wig is basically a wig that I used to have that I decided to cut, and I was looking like, I mean, rest his soul, rest in peace to him, but I was looking like Michael Jackson without the bandana. So I had to put the bandana on just to make things a little bit, you know, just give a little bit of fashion, and also just to hide that that situation underneath, because it wasn't too cute. I used to do this at uni all the time when I would wear a wig but I hadn't straightened it, so I'd just put like a headpiece on, like a bandana, and it would look like, you know, that's the intention, you know, that's my only intention. But anyway guys, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna leave you guys to, you know, go and determine your hair porosity. I hope you found this video helpful. Please also like the video as well, because I know this y'all don't be liking, y'all don't be liking my posts, and I do be making me sad sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. And subscribe as well please guys, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.